Abundance is not the absence of scarcity, it is the presence of abundant mentality. If there is any truth in the world, it lies when I'm with you. Do not seek to follow in the footsteps of the wise, seek what they sought. Earthlings win on being friendly, when they should have been thinking instead. One who makes himself a worm cannot complain afterwards if people step on him. I don't know who I am right now, but I know who I'm not, and I like that. Dripping water hollows out stone, not through force but through persistence. Life can only be understood backwards, but it must be lived forwards. This had seemed a safe choice, since to be against the Beatles is to be against life. Oh, what a tangled web we weaved out when first we practiced to deceive. Opening up to the wrong person is like putting ammo in their hands. The moment you stop trying to become a better person is the moment you start to become worse than what you already are. When the world pushes you to your knees, you're in the perfect position to pray. There's nowhere you can be that isn't where you're meant to be. Yesterday is not ours to recover, but tomorrow is ours to win or lose. Leaning forward in your chair when someone is trying to squeeze behind you isn't enough. You also have to move the chair. Of all creatures that breathe and move upon the earth, nothing is bred that is weaker than man. Being kind is the greatest thing that costs nothing, but it is everything to the person who receives it. The difference between success and failure is not giving up. Nobody likes being alone that much. I don't go out of my way to make friends, that's all. It just leads to disappointment. Selalabarsaya Kurdalam se galahal. Bakan kitakam minamukun hal kesel untakaku sakuri. There are some things that it is better to begin than to refuse, even though the end may be dark. Turn your obstacles into opportunities and your problems into possibilities. Words are like eggs dropped from great heights. You can no more call them back than ignore the mess they leave when they fall. A dumb idea isn't dumb if it works, so you might as well just try it out. There must always be a remedy for wrong and injustice if we only know how to find it. If you appreciate the small things, you're likely to get the big ones. Forgiveness is divine, but never pay full price for late pizza. Death is the easy part. The hard part is living and knowing you could be so much more than you're willing to be. We can't choose our fate, but we can choose others. Be careful in knowing that. If you really want the key to success, start by doing the opposite of what everyone else is doing. I cried because I had no shoes until I met a man who had no feet. Hopes, wants, and wishes all cast across the night sky with my heart in tow. When I was growing up, I always wanted to be someone. Now I realize I should have been more specific. Saya Adela product Gagel Yang Sedang Dalam Proses Pindoran Along. Smiley face. Be the kind of person who dares to face life's challenges and overcome them rather than dodging them. In the face of change, do not be afraid to spread your wings and let the winds guide you to new horizons. We judge ourselves by what we feel capable of doing, while others judge us by what we have already done. You don't win races by wishing, you win them by running faster than everyone else does. Positive people like you all who spread positive energy achieve success in life. It's the possibility of having a dream come true that makes life interesting. I'm not afraid of dying, I'm afraid of not trying. If you want to triumph in life, you must persevere. Nobody is wired wrong, because there's no wrong and right in the way we are. Our lives are defined by opportunities, even the ones we miss. Well, it's hard to be yourself. It's the hardest job there is. A lie can travel halfway around the world while the truth is putting on its shoes. By what men think, we create the world around us, daily new. One always has a better book in one's mind than one can manage to get onto paper. A man must wage war on himself to defeat his weaknesses and conquer his strengths. Even when muddy your wings sparkle bright wonders that heal broken worlds. If you would be a real seeker after truth, it is necessary that at least once in your life you doubt, as far as possible, all things. If it's not putting money in your pocket, it's taking money from your pocket. It's as simple as that. Simple and complicated, as most true things are. There's some good in this world, Mr. Frodo, and it's worth fighting for. If you are neutral in situations of injustice, you have chosen the side of the oppressor. War is not just the shower of bullets and bombs from both sides, it is also the shower of blood and bones on both sides. I'm killing time while I wait for life to shower me with meaning and happiness. Do not lose yourself in the crowd. You are the only one you've got. Take care of your soul. The way to get started is to quit talking and begin doing. Focus on making yourself better, not on thinking that you are better. Stop doing what is easy. Start doing what is right. The butterfly counts not months but moments and has time enough. Your heart is a powerful force. Use it consciously. How much you can learn when you fail determines how far you will go into achieving your goals. There are souls in this world who have the gift of finding joy everywhere and leaving it behind them when they go. It takes a huge effort to free yourself from memory. It was like when you ripped a piece of paper into two. No matter how you tried, the seams never fit exactly right again. Choose your steps wisely because your footprints may be followed by others. We're here, and then we're gone, and it's not about the time we're here, but what we do with the time. Even if there is a small lie in the truth you're telling, it will make the truth questionable. We may regard certain days as free days. Free days or however fee days. We will pay later. The best laid schemes o mice and men gang after eagerly. Learning how to detach in a healthy manner will save you from a lot of things that don't even align with your journey. Better the comfort of a lie than the absurdity of the truth. No power on earth, if it labors beneath the burden of fear, can possibly be strong enough to survive. We never realize just how many other lives we can help when their paths cross our own. Don't forget, a person's greatest emotional need is to feel appreciated. Blindness separates people from things. Deafness separates people from people. I just want someone to hear what I have to say. And maybe if I talk long enough, it'll make sense. Life equals running, and when we stop running, maybe that's how we'll know life is finally finished. They might pay you to vote for them, but having a wrong government in place, you pay it with your life. I long to accomplish a great and noble task, but it is my chief duty to accomplish small tasks as if they were great and noble. In order that all men may be taught to speak truth, it is necessary that all likewise should learn to hear it. Too much action with too little intent makes for wasteful exertion of energy and the confusion between movement and progress. The only reason for a test is to grow our faith in his ability to help us pass it. Si no usaba esta vida, entonces la estaba desperdiciando. Just because you don't understand it doesn't mean it isn't so. Your life begins to change the day you take responsibility for it. It never failed to amaze me how the most ordinary day could be catapulted into the extraordinary in the blink of an eye. Living might mean taking chances, but they're worth taking. Loving might be a mistake, but it's worth making. Your story is remarkable, even if you don't know it yet. Keep going. Your hardest times often lead to the greatest moments of your life. Keep going. Tough situations build strong people in the end. Patience and improvement is the key to opening the door to progress. For some unknown reason, success usually occurs in private, while failure occurs in full view. You don't have to make something that people call art. Living is an artistic activity. There is an art to getting through the day. Cunning grows in deceit at seeing itself discovered, and tries to deceive with truth itself. We dance round in a ring and suppose, but the secret sits in the middle and knows. A man must not be without shame, for the shame of being without shame is shamelessness indeed. Everything will be all right in the end, so if it is not all right, it is not the end.